It's June 1st, and you've tuned into the People's Patriot Project Weekly Debrief. Right now, you're listening to WeP3 Radio, proudly produced in partnership with Reads Across America Radio. Together, we share a mission to remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and to teach the future generations the value of freedom. A freedom bought, paid, and secured for by the brave men and women who wore our national and our local uniform. Stay tuned for the weekly WeP3 Debrief. Currently playing on WeP3 Radio, Take Our Freedom Back by Jeremy Wayne McKern and Whiskey Bound Band.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Go.
Here we are. Did you hear that noise in the background?
What noise?
Welcome to the debrief. Welcome to the debrief brought to you by the People's Patriot Project. This is Mark, Frank, and Andrea. We're here every week to catch you up. Oh, except last week. To catch you up on what we've been doing over the past week and to spotlight the amazing work that others are doing to support our mission of service, connection, and healing. We have 2 weeks to catch up on tonight. So a lot of stuff's been happening, especially over last weekend. So we'll get you caught up on all of that and all of the future stuff. Like we have another thing next week already. So here we go. Let's grow. Big shout out, you guys. Last night we had some awesome guests. We joked a little bit before the show that we wouldn't even need to prompt them, and really we didn't. They just kept the conversation rolling. Our guests were amazing, and our sponsors. We've got 3 that we'd like to throw out a thank you to right now. We have got Catch 22 with Derek Iozio, the Godfather, and he was in here saying hi last night. Just real quick, he's got his own thing on Sunday nights. It's actually a peer group / sponsorship support group that meets, I'd say weekly, but it's oftener than weekly. Please, if you want to just have a cup of coffee, listen to veteran stories, catch up on some news, or look for a little support, go check them out at. I already just forgot what I was going to say. Whoop! Pure Catch 22 peer support. Wow, it got all out of order in my brain and it just stopped. Then, did anybody catch Bobby Kretzinger's last post? He talked about what they've been doing with Operation Texas Strong. I need to know how many. Peggy and Bobby, if you're out there, if you hear this, let us know how many you're at. You guys, they're out of Weatherford, Texas, and they have a big reach all around that Texas area and surrounding states. But really, we're trying to get some help for some other people around the country as well. So thank you. Here we go. Jeremy's trying to help me out. Jeremy, thank you. Oh, thank you so much with the peer support group, Victory for Veterans, Warriors for Life events. My gosh, look at that. He even provided the link. I knew we should have hired him a long time ago. We just need to figure out that salary scale. Salary scale. So thank you to Operation Texas Strong for doing what you do and being who you are. What an amazing group. And then we've got Stephen Rainwater, Jonathan Wills of the Business Growth Engine, and they are out there helping others. In fact, our guest last night just got done working with them. They're masters at what they do. They're, how can I say this? Like, wizards. They're kind of like the wizards behind the curtain, doing what they do and doing it well. And if you ever need some help in the tech world, let us know. We'll get you in touch with them and their people, and we'll see what we can do. And then I'm pretty sure my temple massager is on its way. So let me say special thanks to Joe Mish with Temple Massager. You can check out his super amazing work. I'm sure there's upgrades since he was on the show with us. www.templemassager.com. Put in the code WeP3 and you'll get 20% off. Covers some shipping. And get your temples massaged. Oh gosh, today was a day. I wonder if Catherine has it. I could just meet her somewhere. Because you know what? Today would be a temple massage kind of day. Outdoors all day, 8th graders. It was hot. They are busy. They're busy right up until the hour that they voted on and decided they wanted to go outside, 20 minutes in. Can we go inside now? Like, no. Nope, you picked this. You picked it, and I didn't put my name in to stay in my nice, cool room, so I got voted to come out here with you, voluntold. So I go stand in the sun, and they were, you guys, it reminded me of, like animals are sometimes smart. Like if you look out at a pasture, and it's a real hot day, where are all the cows? Under the trees. Kids were flocking. They were piled up under the trees, and it's all I could think of. Animals in the wild. Jamie Peacock, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, we should just have him as a constant on the show. Let's think about that. Mr. Peacock. We'd like to let the world know that we do know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and lives to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily. They allow us to be here on the internet streaming our show, annoying you every Sunday and Monday. We're not annoying, we're fun. Don't say annoying. We're fun. But we get to do all this, and then we get to cook out on our barbecue grills, and then we get to get in our big gas guzzling trucks and drive to the gas station and fill them back up for a couple $100, and then go to the grocery store, and then pay. You guys, we have some asks in the. It's weird how I just said to Peterson a couple weeks ago. It's eerily quiet with asks, requests for assistance.
Asks.
Asses, asses. Asks. No, I was just told last night that it's okay to say that word on prime time.
Yeah. Who told you that?
You can say the A word and the D word. You can't say the S word and the F word. That's what yeah. That's what I heard.
Father and mother?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. Yes. Any housers. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
And then.
Wow, where did it go?
And then.
Jeremy Daniels, you got to type in my next line. I forgot it. Type in my next line.
It's off the rails.
It's
off the rails.
I was talking about our asks. So, and then I said to Peterson, it's been real quiet, and then boom, boom, boom. We just got 3 in a row, and another one's hovering out there. So we got some work to do. We have to figure out how to get these people some help. They're not like the simple, like I need $82 to pay my heating bill. They're a little more intricate than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. It'll be good. So anyway, that's where I am. That's what I got. That's what I know. All you listeners out there, I did put a fundraiser for Lance Reed's mission on our thing last night. He's building, and I'm not going to talk about him and tell you what it is, because Peterson will probably tell you that in a minute. But I did put that fundraiser. You got to go check out our show from last night. There's a link to his GoFundMe, and I will try to go find it. Just cruising through my tabs. I might still have it open somewhere, but if you feel so called to help with his mission, listen to his words and then decide how much you'd like to give on his GoFundMe. Good guy. So there you go. That's all I wanted to say.
That's it.
For
that
now.
Was a lot, Eichmann.
For like 5 minutes. I'm going to think of some more.
I got one of these that need to get to Mr. Frank DeMith for the auction. I have one of these that needs to get to Derek Iozio for the auction, and then Miss Eichmann is getting one for the auction. Got to get those out.
What do you do? Cut that one in thirds?
Well,
yes.
Frank, look at this. I mean, they're stacked up around here like cordwood.
Oh, okay.
Cordwood.
Yeah, I bought one, and I felt bad that it was still on there, so I bought one, and then it was right back there again.
I think you actually get 2. Someone gets 2. It might be you.
I don't know why.
I think you purchased it twice.
Great. Woohoo.
I can look in the.
I was buying everything.
You, oddly enough, folks, Frank DeMith bought his own books on the auction. I didn't have to ship it anywhere. I saved money. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. So we're at our show last night, Mr. Lance Reed. Let's just take a little.
Oh yeah.
Little looksy looks at some of the things that Mr. Lance Reed does. we will make that full screen. Did that go full screen? Nope.
That went the opposite of full screen.
Yep. And then we do, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this, but boom.
Okay, look, take these 2 fingers right here. It's okay. Hold this.
Imagine not ever having a positive role model in your life. About 1 in 3 young men say they have never had a man to turn to. That means 30% of the young men are flying blind. A few months back, a man named Lance Reed reached out to us. He sent some pictures of some young men about the age of 17 to 22 that he was mentoring from the inner city of Tulsa. Lance has a nonprofit called Freedom Outdoors. He takes at-risk teens and shows them how to be men. They spend time riding horses.
Having fun?
Yes, sir.
All right.
First time.
That's right. Cole's first time.
How to hunt and fish, how to cook, how to build things. He teaches them how to be a man. In other words, Lance is filling the gap. And when I saw these pictures, I knew that I wanted to partner with him. And if it's something that you want to partner with, stick around. You can find out how you can. By the way, this is the heartbeat of the Battle Branch Boys. From now on, we are going to amplify the mission. So today I'm going to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma to meet Lance for lunch and get his heartbeat for the young men in green country.
I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been a Marine. I've been an electrician. I've done things work-wise. The things that I've learned in my life, we're taking this and we're teaching these young men because they don't have anybody else to show them how to do simple things. Who showed you how to dig a ditch? Who showed you how to polish your boots? Who showed you how to ride a horse? Somebody in your life, a male role model most likely had showed you how to do that, how to go out and hunt, how to fish, how to create things. We're trying to be the male role model in these young men's lives that they can take that and apply that to their lives and do great things. The website is going to be freedomoutdoorstulsa.com. And also we're on Facebook, so Freedom Outdoors Tulsa, Instagram, TikTok, all the platforms we're on them, YouTube. Check us out, Freedom Outdoors Tulsa.
Oh, where did we go? We're there.
Down here.
Keep on showing that Euro picture. Now I'm hungry.
And that was brought to us by Battle Ranch Boys. I've had a couple conversations with them. Just when you meet and see Lance Reed, he wears it on his sleeve. And I'm going to be honest, I have a side passion with Lance Reed and what he's doing because this is an area I worked on earlier in my life, working with adjudicated young men. They just beg for understanding. They just beg to be seen and heard. That's what all the nonsense is all about. They just want to be seen and heard. And many of them don't have an education that allows them to be upfront because of their education. So they end up doing the stupid stuff to get the attention rather because they don't have another way to do that. And Lance Reed down in Tulsa and his organization, they're getting it done, man. They are absolutely getting it done. You need to check out Freedom Outdoors of Tulsa and see. I mean, there was a pledge last night, and again, this didn't come from Lance, oddly enough, but it was stated that this needs to happen in every single state. It needs to happen in every single city, folks. Just someone that will take the time to mentor and teach and give skills and kind of like our Bastion mascot talks about doing things without judgment. I was watching a clip last night on another TV show series, and it's like everyone has the potential to do something negative. We all do, and we don't all get scrutinized for it, and we probably should. But it doesn't necessarily damn us to life of trying to figure it out. I mean, there needs to be people that will take a risk, and needs to be people that will take a chance. To last night, a theme that was coming up was trust. I got distracted by the little flickering light on the top of Frank's screen.
Frank, you got a fire.
Yeah.
It did what?
It looks like your house is on fire, buddy.
That's the fan spinning in the mirror. There, fire's out.
Fire's out. Woo, feeling better about that. Wow, there's
Totally distracted by the fire in Frank's house.
I thought you were talking about the bird on my head again.
The bird's back on Frank's head. He fixed it last night.
Yeah, well, the alternate solution did not work very long.
No, it's
pretty
all
bright back there. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's still sunlight. I'd go out and play around and golf when we're done.
Oh,
that was
boy.
Lance's first podcast last night.
He
Boy.
did well. He had his stuff
He
together.
looked like he'd been interviewed 1,000 times, man.
Yeah. Yep, he did very well, and he got all the info. I think he had notes, which is awesome for an English teacher to see that in action in a grown man who hasn't done a podcast. I just think that was refreshing. But yeah, definitely prepared.
Well, I hope I do that well this Saturday. I might have to have him come out and help me.
Lance,
What are you doing this Saturday?
put my notes together.
I'll be in Lowell, Michigan. I'm the guest of honor at a D-Day anniversary.
Outstanding.
In Lowell.
Yeah.
They got the right
We're
guy.
gonna have live music
They got the right guy.
in a distillery.
Oh.
I might have to take an Uber back to the hotel.
I hope you do. I hope you do need to.
Relax, brother.
Well, the hotel's 2 hours away, so
Take a load
it might
off.
cost me a little. And then I have to go and get the car.
Yeah. Choices, I guess. Choices. I would be all about it, though.
Well, we also had a very interesting musician last night, Kenneth Busby Jr., and just a really good person. And he has a lot of passion as well for his songs, and he writes some really good songs, and they're based on stories and other things that he's experienced. And he's kind of new to the music world, but it hadn't stopped him one bit. He's pushing forward and getting things done, writing more songs and coming up with some pretty good stuff. He's definitely had some challenges, and he just pushes through. And it's stuff that if it happened to me and I was a musician, I probably would not continue. But heck, I just lost my front teeth and I gave up playing the saxophone because it sounded like a dying duck. So I don't do that anymore. But it was him. He'd still be honking away, I guarantee you. So he had his first song was called Too Mean to Die. And he patterned this after a World War II vet that he had met. And this guy, he said to them, him and another guy, that the devil doesn't want him, the Lord won't have him, and he's too mean to die. and those words created the song, and it was pretty darn good. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed all of them, but the second song he went through was called Unworthy, and once again, it was about going past cemetery and seeing all the monuments out there, and just coming up with the thought that you're unworthy of being accepted up in heaven, and the song went on, and in the end it was a great ending because it talked about a reversal and striving to be worthy. And I really liked that one. That was a good ending. I like songs with good endings. And the last song Ken did was called My Personal Hell. And that was pretty strong. And it was a message from the heart, and probably a message that a lot of people would share, especially those folks who have been out and seen the ravages of war and come back. So it was another good song. He's a very, very good songwriter.
Excellent songwriter. Heart again on the sleeve kind of thing.
Yeah. He should be doing a lot more of that, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, hopefully he can get that rolling. I know he's got the wheels started.
Well, his songs have a lot of messages to them and a lot of meaning. That's something that you don't always get with songs.
Agreed.
Johnny Cash was still around. He'd want to sing those type songs.
That's a good one. Yes.
He'd do a heck of a number on the Unworthy one. That'd be a perfect song for him. Just like that other one he did, 9 Inch Nails song, Hurt.
Yep.
Man, I saw a video one time where they interviewed the lead singer. I don't remember what his name was, but he said, that, and they asked him what he thought about Johnny Cash singing their song. And he says, well, it's not our song anymore. That's his song. He said he did a lot better than we ever did. And now that's his song. And I thought that was kind of neat to provide that type of input.
I think that he would, like you said, he's got to find his person, or his person has to find him, and it will just talk about rolling. Be like a drag race with no end.
Yeah.
No end.
Well, some of his songs would have to be someone with a pretty big voice.
Trent Reznor. That was a great interview, Frank. It's good. And Pamela, did anyone say hi to Pamela? Pamela.
Doc Potts.
She's been busy. We need her to come up here and organize a little event or two for us up here. Woo! Love it. I love it. Oh gosh. There it is.
No Eichmann.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of walking and sweating today. I was just going to check. Did I get over 12,000? Woo! That's not a lot, but it is when typically I don't even have 5,000 by this time of day. All right. She's committed. She's committed.
Oh, nice.
There it is. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Oops. Singer of Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, Trent Reznor.
I knew the name. I just wasn't connecting it.
I still don't know who he is.
Well, Jamie, you'll have to come on and help you understand that.
Well, the only version I ever heard was Johnny Cash's. I'd never heard the other one.
Was Kurt Cobain, did he do that too?
Can neither confirm or deny.
I don't know.
2 other states for boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Awesome. That is awesomeness. Look at that shit, Jamie. It's early for me to be headbanger's ball right now. I've got the giggles. I think I'm losing it. Less than 4 hours of sleep, and I can't keep my thoughts together right at this moment.
Who's the Nin?
I've seen her in this position before. Who's the what?
9 Inch Nails.
Oh.
Mike Corrado.
Well, of course.
What are you doing with Mike Corrado?
Yes, I was just looking at that Pamela. You guys, I think I commented on it even. Their event, the Boots on the Ground. We had Mike Corrado on the show too.
Yes, we did.
In a little while. Yeah. Whew.
I was talking to the Chris Lozano band today, and I recently saw him on Corrado's podcast.
I went to school with a guy named Mitch Corrado. Wonder if they're related.
Yeah, Pamela, we will do that. He's been in places too, Pamela, with like he knows Scotty fairly well. He was talking about him and Shannon Book, and so he's been in some circles. But he only just picked up a guitar like a year ago. But then started the songwriting.
And didn't he go through the Guitars for Vets program?
Yeah. He talked about that a lot the night that we did our meet and greet.
Yeah, it's a good organization too.
Yeah, I met the coordinator. It was really weird. We were at a function last fall. The MacV one, I think. And met. Oh, we've had so many functions. I don't know. He's in Alabama, I believe.
Was that the one down south with Mr. MacNut?
Mr. MacNut. Joey MacNut. I wrote it down actually. Pam, get on the right page and oh shoot, look at that.
Just go take a nap.
He's in Auburn, Alabama. I can't. What is this doing right now? Auburn, Alabama. I think he said north. Did you say northeast Alabama? So, all right. Will do. Thank you for that, Pamela. Connections. That's our business. I know Frank is going to Michigan. We have a request out of Michigan. If anybody knows somebody in Michigan that...
Yeah, come on out.
Go watch Frank. And
Lowell, Michigan, the old theater in Lowell, Michigan on Main Street. I think it's 315 Main Street. 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Saturday. PM.
Places to stay does not take you to Lowell, though. Do you have to stay in Grand Rapids?
It's near Grand Rapids. It's kind of in between Grand Rapids and Detroit. A little closer to Grand Rapids, I think.
It is actually, yeah. Lansing is between there and Detroit as well. Wow, crazy. Saginaw is a ways away. I have an uncle in Saginaw. We do have a request for some help with appliances somewhere in Michigan too. If anyone knows an appliance person, we can figure out the location. Shoot. Let's see if that paperwork came through yet. But anyway. I was going to ask Peterson something, and like I said, it's not connecting right now. Yep. It's gone. We've been getting some donations for wreaths. They're coming in, which is really nice. Wreaths Across America continues to roll in. Let me put specifically Fort Snelling. I love the way they describe it. Holy cow.
What about the Ruck Walk?
Yeah, the Ruck Walk. Well, and already next Tuesday we're going to a Yellow Ribbon. I think they're a combined Southeast Metro Yellow Ribbon group, and they're doing an outdoor table event. Patriots in the Park, it's called. And we will be, let me see if I can find that flyer, Peterson. Is this it? Yes, Peterson and I will be over there. It's from 5 to 9. We'll probably set up 2 or 3 o'clock. That's our JT. JT's from Rochester, Minnesota. He probably starts at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Plays a great, he's a crowd reader is what he does. There are kids crafts. There are some military displays, games to play, a beer garden, food trucks, and the ever-loving pork chops on a stick. I think that was the biggest surprise for me last year. I'm not a big pork chop eater, but they have these gigantic, like the size of a big tent, grills, and they stick a pork chop. I don't know what they marinate those things in. Stick them on the grill, flip them over, and hand them out, and they are so yummy. You don't need sauce or anything. They're just good, just like they are.
There's something about those they just know how to put together a pork chop. I don't know what it is. I've never had a bad one. Yeah.
Isn't that the place where you get the fried Oreos and somebody said they make fried butter. How the heck do you make fried butter?
I don't know, but I bet it's delicious. I had a fried Snickers a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and then at one of the things we were at, I had it's like an ice cream treat, but it's a salted nut roll with ice cream in it. That was delicious. I think that was at the car.
I look forward to getting a corn dog.
Oh, corn dog and fries. Do you use ketchup on the corn dog?
No. Mustard.
Are you a corn dog fan?
Only has mustard on it.
That's funny.
You like corn dogs?
Ketchup on a hot dog.
I like ketchup on corn dog and hot dog.
I said this before, but I'll say it again. There's places in Chicago, if you ask them for ketchup, they'll escort you out.
There's a guy who just came to Minnesota is doing Care 11, and he made that comment the other day. Ketchup does not go on a hot dog. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You're from Chicago.
He is crazy.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
there's another one. The deep fried Twinkies. I forgot that one.
Yeah. Yep. And always pickles. Frickles are amazing. Fried pickles.
So I've asked the question 3 times, and I want to ask it one more time. Do you both like corn dogs?
Is this how
Yes.
you speak to your students, Peterson?
I love corn dogs.
Yes, I do. I do.
One more time.
You want to know why? Because I'm a first-time listener teacher, and if they don't hear me the first time, boom, gone. It's gone.
Then why are you going to give us one more today? I like a corn dog once a year. I don't really eat hot dogs, so once a year is good. And that's
I
good.
A
cannot.
corn dog's like eating a hot dog inside of a cornbread bun.
I know, yeah. Listen, I'm not a corn. I don't really like cornbread. Is a Pronto Pup a corn dog?
I
I
think
think
it's the
so.
same thing.
I had someone get in an argument about this the other day that a Pronto Pup. I think a Pronto Pup is a corn dog, but I don't think a corn dog is necessarily a Pronto Pup. If that makes sense. We'll have to use some AI on that one. I don't know. Come on, work with me, Eichmann. Jeez. Maybe it's the other way around. I do not like corn dogs at all. Was that something that was like a lot of people in the early 80s? Did a lot of people eat? Because my mom used to go and get corn dogs and make them at home all the time. The best part of the corn dog is the piece, the nub, where the bread meets the stick. You pull everything else off and just eat that part. I'm good.
That used to be the fair food when we had the county fair and things. There's always corn dogs and funnel cake.
Yeah. Funnel cakes, yum. Pronto Pups are pancake batter instead of that thick cornmeal. Well, Pamela left while I didn't see the messages. Pronto Pups are pancake-ish batter, while corn dogs are cornmeal batter. Makes sense.
Okay. All right.
There you
Have
go.
you ever
That was
had
easy enough.
the deep fried bacon on a stick?
I think I tried it once.
It's a
They
big,
bred that,
thick-
don't they?
Oh yeah, it's a big thick piece of bacon. Well, I guess it have to be to go on a stick, but it's not bad. But man, you can't eat a whole lot of it because I can't, because they took my gallbladder out and oily stuff doesn't settle well.
No, it hurts. It hurts later on. Not so good. It hurts and not so good. Huh. Well, now we got food. And then the ruck. Okay, so the ruck, next round of meetings will be next week on the Ruckaroo, the old the Grapes of Rucking Wrath ruck. So we're doing a ruck through the vineyard and ending with usually hand out a beer or a water at the end of our ruck. And so we'll have wine as well. And I believe she said they just got their liquor license. So we'll have choices for drinks and food. The reason we haven't quite solidified all that is because they were looking at putting a kitchen in, and then we would use them to just make some goods. But I think we might do food trucks. She's got a couple of food trucks that are pretty regular out there. So food trucks. And then if we can nail down JT and the Gunslingers, we'll probably have them come play some music in the mid-afternoon. So I told them not to close it down, not to make it a private event. We would love the public to see and hear what we're doing so that they, can maybe be part of the day the next time around. So that will be on October 24th. October 24. Mr. Jonathan Wills. I think that's a Saturday. And
What are you
then
going to do when it snows?
well, typically that's not till the week after. So
Well, that's cutting it close.
typically. And that's not all the time. Shoot, you guys, that's the hard part. I just got a sunburn Saturday, a big bad red sunburn Saturday. Yesterday, I sat in the freezing rain outside at a fishing tournament Saturday, outside at a football game yesterday. And today I froze this morning while we were walking. It was chilly. We went on a walk to a park with the 8th graders to do a cleanup. And I put my sweatshirt on because I was sitting in the shade, and got back and had lunch, went back outside and got another sunburn. Like, that's where we're at. This is the weather we're at. And I think the end of summer is very much like that as well. So you just don't know. We've had trick-or-treating in
But you're supposed to supply sunscreen to your body so you don't burn.
I mean, you just got to do it once, and then it just gets tan after that. Didn't you notice Sunday, my face was a bit red yesterday?
I thought you just had a drink or two.
I almost got water out of my nose. I didn't actually. This weekend, I didn't even have time for a drink. No wine, no fun, just water. I don't. Actually, I'll take that back. I did have one quick margarita after the fishing tournament. The kids were eating that El Original. I have a guest idea. Anyone who's listening, let me know what you think about this. Our speaker today. So when we take these 8th graders out on our day of caring, which is like cleanup and visiting the nursing homes and that kind of thing, we have a guest speaker, and it's usually someone affiliated in the community. And so this year we had Kiki Newman. She graduated with my son, and she played D1 hockey in college. Super athlete, great student. Comes from a family that knows how to balance work and fun. They really do. They're awesome people. And both families, actually, her husband's family as well. She's married. She's got 2 little boys, and she is a paramedic on the at the fire station. And she spoke today about so many things, about being, tied to the community. She left. She came back. She's not just raising her family in town. She's working, and her work is living in the community. And it was kind of cool because the kids asked questions, like, what was the worst call you had to take? And it was one of her friend's dads going into cardiac arrest. And he's fine, but she said, they're not always fine. So whether you know them or not, you just never know. Coming back to your community, and we're only like 25,000. So a lot of people. And she said, that's the hardest part. And then she said, they asked, what's the, what ones do you like? What calls do you like to get the least? And she said, calls with children involved are always the worst. So the kids ask good questions. I got to give some kudos to the 8th graders. I get frustrated easily, but even the kiddo that said, hey, you always see this, and is it true? Do you have to spend time getting cats out of trees? And she was so gracious. And she's like,
fair.
We do sometimes. We do. And we rescue a lot of ducklings from the drains in the gutters.
I thought that's what the fire hose was for. I'd get the cats out of the tree pretty quick.
But she said only if they have time, because a fire call or an emergency call comes first, which I thought, like, serious kudos to Kiki because she humored the questions. She's adult. I think she'd make a great guest. What do you guys think? Can you do that? She's so local.
100%.
But she's young. She's 28. I think it would be a great conversation. And she brings the most fabulous cookies to the Support Our Heroes event at the golf course. If only she could bring cookies to us when she comes.
For sure.
Just kidding.
What kind of cookies?
They're
Ones
bakery
I-
cookies. We have this, and it's just, yeah, probably because they were so good. It's a little bakery
I
in
don't wanna
town.
watch that.
Claire's Cookies and Cakes, I think. I'm gonna send you some, but they cut them out. So they're big, thick sugar cookies, and they cut them out with a policeman, firefighter. They had the little dog from the fire truck. It was all first responder related. It was very cool. So yeah. All right, that's what we got. What else, Peterson? Oh, I was just going to share the radio. We also have WeP3 Radio, which is building and growing all the time. Peterson, I was on a call last night with Reads Across America Radio, and I kept getting this text message, ask if they want to help, ask if they help. I might have been whining about not keeping up with the podcast very well. And his name is Jeremy, very nice guy. And he's like, I can help, because they have to have it fairly filtered for the primetime listeners. And so I told him, I don't have time like that. I just didn't listen to it for another 2 hours. And then if there's cutting, that takes another hour or two. And I don't sit well for a full hour. Can you imagine me sitting for 4? Not very well.
You wouldn't want to go to one of my book talks then.
I would. I just have to be in the back so I can stand when I need to stand. That's the key. I am one of those teachers that understands what it's like to try to sit still for a class period. I get it. I have 2 speeds. If I sit here long enough, I'm going to fall asleep. Otherwise, I got to get up and move. Like, I got to be moving. And sitting still. Frank, you would love this. I took Shakespeare for a whole year, three trimesters of Shakespeare in college, because I wanted to be a lit teacher. Like, I wanted to teach kids that wanted to read big things, right? And I find Shakespeare interesting. But the room that I was in at Mankato, Armstrong Hall, somewhere in the center of the building, I think right next to the heating pipes and vents and whatever, the furnace wall, I don't know, because that room was like 100 degrees, and it was probably like an 8 o'clock class. And I'm telling you, and my professor was this little bitty German guy. Zuckerman, I think, was German guy. And he had this little mustache, and he looked like an owl. He had those, like, super intelligent guy, right? And I like him. He was my advisor for just a hot minute. I liked it. I loved his interpretation. I never understood Shakespeare until he could help us do it, right? And one day I worked nights. I paid my way through college, so I would work. I must have worked a little late the night before. And I'm doing everything in my ever-loving power to stay awake that day. Like, I am in my chair. I am squirming around, scooch down, sit up. Don't put your hand on your head, or your head on your hand. And I did, and fell asleep. He took his anthology on his big old podium, and he went, boom. And I jumped up, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And he looked right at me, and he goes, you will not sleep in my class. I'm here to teach you. And I'm like, I promise I won't sleep in your class. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't try. I've been trying to stay awake for 45 minutes, and it just got me, and I couldn't stay awake. It was so hot. So hot. That happened to me like in a job interview once too. Same thing. The room was hot. And there I was sitting in a chair, and this guy kept talking about what I'd be doing. He hired me. He hired me to be the in the file room, which is where it was 80 degrees. So that's good. Anyway, hot rooms, lots of sleep. Lowell, Michigan, Saturday, Did you say 5 to 7?
Yeah, and the best part is
At the distillery.
it's got music and a distillery right there. So it might be some fun conversation.
Awesome.
I like to include
You know what? I was just
the
looking
audience when I give my talks. So I like to ask a lot of questions
for
and
sure.
get people involved.
That's how you keep them awake, Frank.
Well, I'm not worried.
Are you the
buy a book, go to sleep.
Are you the one speaker, or are there more
leave
speakers?
your head on the stack.
Leave me your card. I'll send your books in the mail. Are there just one speaker, or are there more speakers?
Me. 2 hours.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good.
You speak the whole 2 hours?
I can. I mean, I would rather speak for an hour and then open it up for question and answer and signing. But, you know, it's whatever the host wants me to do. I'm fine. I can easily do that.
Yeah, Peterson,
because
like,
there's so many different areas. I mean, it's just not the books. It's about how I got to be an author. I'd be happy to go into the program I created, talk about the actual individuals who joined and their background and how happy they were to serve our country. And it's just good. It's makes you feel good to talk about stuff like that. Of course, we had some bad people, and you know, they did stupid things and they earned stupid prizes.
I think people will have fun listening and buying of books.
Well, I think the main thing I'm trying to do now is to let everybody know it's just not a military book. It's more about immigrants than anything else. And I've always appreciated the contributions immigrants make to our country.
Absolutely.
Do you get into the argument that we're all immigrants?
I don't get into it, but I'm happy to discuss it.
Sure.
If it starts off right, and you know, you got to kind of check the audience and do an assessment of who you have, and it's Gay Pride Day in Lowell, Michigan that day, so they're having their parade the same day, and the person that was kind of setting up the event contacted me and asked me, I just have to tell you, I just want to make sure you're not surprised. And I said, I don't care. I mean, come on over. It doesn't bother me one iota. I could care less. Bring your crew over and I'll talk to you the same way I'll talk to anybody. It doesn't make a difference to me. My books weren't written for any particular category. They're for everybody.
Isn't that crazy how, like, we get questioned on that sometimes too? Like, I think the word patriot maybe scares people off, and maybe Peterson's masculine toxicity, just kidding, we joked about that once, scares people off. Sometimes people equate military to big separation, you know, and it's just not it. I think they asked us, what are you going to do when your first trans person comes and asks for help? And Peterson kind of looked at him like, I don't know what trans has to do with that. Right? Did they serve? That's what it has to do with. Did they serve? Did they wear a uniform in their community or their country? We don't ask that question. There aren't any gender questions on our
Well,
forums?
I have my own opinions, but you know, opinions are like other things. Everybody has them. I mean,
You got 'em.
I'm not gonna spend my time discussing things that I have no control over.
Right.
There was a time when the military allowed people in the transgender category to join, and now there isn't. I mean, they never could join the entire time I was in the military, and everything seemed to go fine. I don't know what happened afterwards, but
Yeah, it's
they
kind
got
of
their
crazy.
reasons for not allowing them to join, and honestly, I don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and we don't like it's that none of our support is based on that question whatsoever. So our support is based on did you serve and did you serve well and or sometimes we get check into the release if it's not quite so honorary, but yeah, that's not a question on our forums. So
Well, and I had somebody ask me at a book signing once, why don't you have any LGBTQ characters? And I said, because I write about what I've experienced, and nobody's stepped up and said they were in that category. So I can't write about what I don't know. And I
see,
wouldn't do. I wouldn't, don't know anybody, and it's not really germane to the story. Sorry.
right. Equal is not always fair and fair is not always equal. It's just sometimes
I
life
don't
is
really go into relationships a lot in the books. And I'm kind of heading that way in book 2. In book 3, you'll develop a little more, but you have to wait and see what happens in book 3.
I am just making my way through book 2. I was just looking. I think it fell right off my bed last night. I'm not being very good at reading before bed. I usually am really good about that, but I'm tired.
Book 4 may have to also be written in Albanian.
Really? Cool.
I still have people that I served with when I was in Kosovo that ask me about what I'm going to write. So I finally told them it'll be book 4.
That is cool.
And I'm working on both 3 and 4 at the same time.
And you keep that straight.
Well, it's easy because book 4 is based on the first book that I tried to publish. But instead of being a factual representation of what happened, it's going to be historical fiction. And so it's easy to write book 4 because you just look at book 3 and twist it so it's not factual, it's fictionalized.
Huh.
And how it gets there is going to be a really neat twist too. And that'll happen at the end of book 3. I'm just really excited about finishing these next 2. They're going to be good. And the second book is being republished.
It is.
The publisher and I have come to an agreement that it's not being treated as well as it should be.
Huh.
So it's going to be republished. I'm working on the contract now, and it's going to be almost a rebirth. So everybody who has a copy already, hold on to it, because there won't be any more of that particular type. Someday after I'm gone, those couple hundred books may be worth something.
Well, I got my copy and it's signed. So there.
Yeah, there.
Let's take that, man.
Holy crap. We're kind of over time.
Are we over time? We
We're
go
well
an hour? No, an hour. You gonna drop a song on us?
Yeah, let's do Unworthy.
We can't do any of his songs.
Oh, okay.
I think Eichmann had a song she was planning on doing.
You want already? I got this.
What are we listening to?
I got
a surprise.
It's a surprise. It is Mark Ware, and the title. Oh no, it won't let me switch over.
Oh, again, what? It needs to be where?
It's in the U through X. Why does it do that?
There. Now you can.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Got it. We go. It is. Oh, where? Here we go. Mark Ware. It's called Shootin' Whiskey and Killin' Time. I'm not thinking about the last week of school at all, but we're gonna do some shootin' whiskey and killin' time with Mark Ware. Signing out. Weekly debrief.
Page Pride.
Peace.
Late one more night, just me and my songs. Takes all I got to right all these wrongs. Every time I turn around, I see the bottle on the floor, reminding me it's empty and I need a little more. Even if it takes my last dime, I'll be shooting whiskey, killing time. There's no one left here to run to. Life's given me more than I can take. It's getting even harder to walk in my own shoes. Even harder to keep the faith. No one said living was easy. Never said it'd be this hard. It don't take much to please me. It's always been just this guitar, trading in my pain for another ride. I'm just shooting whiskey, killing time. No one left here to run to. Life's given me more than I can take. It's getting even harder to walk in my own shoes. Even harder to keep the faith. No one left here to run to. Life's given me more than I can take.